Sweet.
I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having us.
So tell me how this all started. How did the band get together?
Nate's good at
We
telling the story.
yeah, we formed in 2022. Ian and I we've been friends since like kindergarten, so we've known each other like all our lives, and we're like kind of picked up instruments just around the COVID time, and we're like might as well start a band. So we kind of did that for a bit, and then that was like 2021. We were just like playing our stuff, and then like we played a few times together, and then in January of 22, Eve right here, Ian's sister, she came out to practice, like to play with us the one time 'cause she plays guitar, and we're like, yo, we might as well like, why don't we form a band with you? And then we're like, and then we kind of just like did that for a while, the three of us, and then it's kind of went from there.
And it's been a great ride. You had an
Yes,
excellent EP and you followed with a great album. It's got great reviews. You got to be very happy with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
beyond happy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I wanted to ask you about my favorite track, which is Kill the Colony. How did that track come together?
Sweet. Well, I'm glad to hear it's your favorite. That one was, I think, an earlier one that was written like before a lot of the other songs. Um, to be honest with you, I don't know. The way I wrote the song, I did the instrumental stuff, I mean, other than drums and bass, and the lyrics as well. But I kind of just snowball riffs into each other as things start to work together. But as like in terms of the subject matter, everyone always asks me what it's about or asks us what it's about, but really the lyrical content is kind of just like about killing stupid people, getting rid of stupid
Mhm.
people, kind of a frustration, but it's metal, it's fun, it's whatever.
Sure.
So not to be taken too seriously.
And another track that is my favorite is actually the last track, Incendiary. I wanted to ask
Yes.
if you could speak on that track.
That was yeah, that was probably our most like difficult song to write, especially for like tracking. I know we all had a harder time with that one because there's a lot of riff changes, a lot of things going on. Ian's doing a ton of crazy Tom shit on the drums, so so that was but other than that it was like it was a really good song. Our myself and our last bassist, we wrote that one together. Evan, him and I wrote that one, and we just kind of thought like it'd be cool to write like a kind of like an epic kind of song, like a longer one, and we just kept writing riffs and things just kept flowing, and then we're like, all right, we kind of got to put a stop on it now before it goes into like a
Right.
20-minute song or something crazy.
Rewrite an
But
album and a song.
yeah, yeah, but no, that one was just and lyrical content for that. I'm not entirely sure. Evan wrote the lyrics for that one,
Yeah.
so I'm not entirely sure what that one's about, but I like the lyrical placement on it, so
Sure.
it's a
And
good tune.
and it's a great way to finish the album because it makes you want more and makes you want to go back to the beginning and hear the album again.
Thank you.
Cool, that's
Oh,
great to hear.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what lies next for you? Will there be a video? Will you go to the road? What lies ahead?
Lots of things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
lots of different
A
things
lot of
that we're trying to
things.
put together. Yeah.
Like we're already looking at studio time for early next year for doing something, and then we're looking at hitting the States for our first US tour.
Excellent.
Hopefully, yeah.
Lot of things. We're looking at a lot of things for next year. Nothing's 100% confirmed, but definitely a lot of ideas happening.
And I wanted to ask you as well about the album artwork and the artist that was involved.
Yeah, we worked with his name's Sebastian. He's done art pieces for a lot of like thrash bands similar to our size, and most notably like he's done like Void. I'm not sure if you know that band from Louisiana.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's worked with Void, and we kind of saw the artwork and we're like, holy crap, like this guy's amazing. Like we
Yeah.
want to use him. And because he did our last single, Death by Thrash, he did that artwork, and we're like, we like that, and we asked him to do the album. He said sure, and we kind of all like had an idea for the album art. Like he didn't just do his own, like we kind of like all like us and the
Yeah.
They
artist,
kind of like pitch an idea to him and then he kind of just makes it come to life kind of thing and then we tweak it along the way with along with him.
Exactly.
just like a song, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. And I wanted to ask you as well, you talked about working on Hitting the Road. What can fans expect when they see you live?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What can they expect? A lot of fast songs.
Yeah, a lot of fast riffing, a bit of moshing, maybe some
Hopefully.
a wall of death, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What you typically expect at a thrash metal
Yeah.
show is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
fans should expect.
And you guys have a sound that's unique and to your own in the genre. I wanted to ask you, what are some bands that influenced your sound?
Ooh, I guess we can kind of go from like all of us. For me, a lot of Exodus for like vocals and a lot of Creator as well for like riffing and like Destruction as well. And so that's kind of like my three.
Yeah, we get compared to like the German thrash wave a lot, like
Yeah.
Creator, Destruction, that kind of stuff. But for me, I guess for riff writing, I would also say Exodus, a lot of Pantera as well. Like I take a lot of inspiration from like the way they write songs and compose songs and put stuff together. And same with Death. Not that we sound like Death at all, but Chuck's songwriting, I take a
Oh,
lot of inspiration from that. And just because he has a very unique way of putting together songs, so I try and pull on that and kind of study it as much as I can. But from what we sound like, I don't know. I kind of hope that we don't sound like our inspirations. Like it's cool to hear like bits and pieces, like
But
stuff
yeah, you
that
don't want
I
to
think
sound
we
like,
can
oh, you
do
guys must
as
have.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm.
yeah, we like to be our unique sound, which is really cool with like little bits here and
yeah.
there.
The only band that came to my mind when I heard your album was none of the bands that you had mentioned, but as far as the songwriting, reminded me a bit of Overkill.
Oh, okay, no, that's a first,
Interesting.
I think.
Okay.
Oh,
No way, thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you as well, along this journey, I want to ask each of you, how did your musical journey begin?
Ooh, I guess we'll go left to right here.
Okay.
Mine kind of started in 2021 when I first started because I first started playing drums actually in that year for 2 months, and then I Ian kind of started playing drums, and then I was like thinking if I want to start a band with him, or like if we want to start a band, it would like wouldn't make sense to have two drummers, right? And I
we're
think
not Genesis.
we're not Genesis, and Ian was accelerating a lot better at the drums than I was at the time. So I'm like, you know what? I'll play guitar. So I switched to guitar, and then ever since then I've been playing guitar. So the last 4 years.
Yeah, mine is a little more complicated. I
Mhm.
started with actually violin was my first instrument. Not that I ever got very far with it, but I took a couple lessons, didn't like it at all. And then I had piano lessons for a couple years, didn't get too far with that either. And then actually in like elementary school, I had a music class where we played ukulele. And for whatever reason, that was the thing where I was like, okay, string instruments are cool. Like I
Right.
like this. I can do this. So I kind of just upgraded from ukulele to the guitar. And I was getting into like, funny enough, like indie music and stuff like that when I was maybe 14, something like that. And then I've been playing guitar ever since. But I kind of got into metal during COVID actually. So that was kind of my pivot because I was in a guitar rut. So it kind of came about at a perfect time. So I just kind of changed genres and then the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah, I would say for me is probably in 2021 when Eve was kind of getting me more into the heavy metal stuff, and then she put me on the Black album, and I was
Mm.
like, yeah, okay, definitely drums 100%.
Mhm.
Like without a doubt, it was Lars that made me want to pick up the sticks for sure. Like just hearing the drums on that album, they're like super powerful, very
Sure.
present in the mix. They just sound like cannons, right? So it's like, yeah, that's the instrument for me for sure. So definitely the Black album is like the reason I'm playing the drums.
And so for me, is back in around 2021 actually. My family friends up north, they had a guitar, and so my friend said, "Hey, why don't you try this thing out?" And I was like, "Okay." And she taught me how to play the Smoke on the Water riff, which
Oh,
is like
okay.
a lot of
Classic.
Yeah.
yeah,
The most common one, yeah. I remember
yeah.
learning that.
So I knew that, but then I didn't really touch the guitar for another year because I didn't really have one. And it wasn't until I started listening to growing up I heard a lot of rock music, and then some metal obviously, but probably just like Metallica and Megadeth and Slayer and stuff, just the basic stuff. And then I got actually into metal And then I found my sister's acoustic guitar, and I figured why not just try playing that? I mean, last time I played it was pretty fun, so I picked that thing up, and then I was like, "Dang, this is really
Hey.
this is really fun." And then so I basically started just playing like Metallica songs and stuff, literally on an acoustic, so it sounded so off, but I don't even know. So I just wanted to play metal. That's really
Sure.
all I wanted to play. So I actually didn't learn basic chords until like a year and a half ago, funny enough. So like for the longest time, like I don't know, I was just like based my learning off metal.
Mm.
And how I got into the bass is actually funny. So like I fooled around on the bass like a little bit here and there, but when they said they needed a bassist, I was like, oh, I guess I do have a bass, so I mean, I guess I could try that. And so I learned the covers that they wanted me to learn, Bond by Blood and Black Magic, and ever since then, it's just I don't know. I've grown fond of the bass, and it's just been fun to play it. Honestly, I just like the way it feels. Feels like I don't know. I'm like holding the rhythm. I was a
Sure.
rhythm guitarist before, so it was like very easy change for me, I would say.
And getting back to the album, I wanted to ask you, were there any tracks that didn't make the cut for the album?
No, I don't think so.
No, we kind of wrote it in a more, I guess, unconventional way. We kind of just wrote a bunch of songs. Well, we had studio time booked further in advance, so we were like, okay, there's a goal we have to work towards. We have no
Sure.
choice. This is the date. So yeah, with that, we kind of just wrote songs as fast as we could, and then we kind of got to our deadline, and we were like, okay, this is it. Like we wanted 8 songs. That's kind of what we agreed upon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it ended up just working out where we are like, okay, 8 songs, this is it. And then we just went with the first 8 and we felt they were all pretty strong
Yeah, strong enough to pick.
individually. So yeah, yeah.
And I agree with it. It's all killer, no filler. There's no off
Thank you.
track
Thank
on
you.
the album.
Sweet.
Appreciate it.
And I wanted to ask you, and speaking on the album, what is the best way to get a copy of the album and any merchandise that you have?
Our Bandcamp. So if you go to zerotoleranceThrash.bandcamp.com, you can find patches, shirts, CDs, you name it.
Or at any
Excellent.
of our shows as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for anyone
Of
local,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, I look forward for you guys coming to Ohio. I'd love to see you.
That would be
Yeah, that'd be
amazing.
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd be
That'd be
sweet.
so cool.
And I wanted to ask you as well, along your musical journey, what do you feel has been the best advice that's been given to the band along the way?
Ooh, that's a good,
Wow,
That is
really
really
good question.
questions.
Don't give up, I guess. It's like the most like common one, but it's so true because like
It is true.
Yeah.
I feel bands right before they're about to make it, they end up breaking up or quitting or it gets too stressful and they just can't do it anymore. And I think that when you feel like that's coming on is when you have to push through because that's when you hit the
Sure.
next level.
Yeah, that's when it counts,
Just
right?
Because that's when it's real, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's when like it's starting to get expensive, it's starting to get busy, like you're touring all the time, like like being in the studio all the time, like it's getting real and it's like if that's like whether it's if you have it in you or not and if you do, don't stop, right?
Right, exactly. Because what if tomorrow would have been the day?
Exactly.
You have to
Exactly.
always
You
say
never
that
know.
to
No.
yourself.
Just like
Yeah.
gambling.
Okay.
And lastly, I wanted to ask you if you could give a message to your fans, what would that message be?
Ooh.
We're nothing without you.
Yeah,
just thank
honestly,
you.
thank you so much for your support.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the fans, we're nothing, right? It's like
Mhm.
you gotta owe everything to them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
every stream, every purchase,
Yeah,
every
everything.
CD sold, anything, every attendee at a show, it means the world. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to take a moment to thank you personally for delivering an album that I enjoyed from top to bottom. I
Thank
look
you
forward
so
to what lies
much.
ahead.
Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I couldn't wait to get a hold of you after I heard the album. It's one of the best thrash albums I've heard this year.
Wow.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
And
much.
there's a lot of stuff with
That's really nice.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you again for being in touch with me today. And please keep in touch with me in the future. Let me know what's going on ahead. And definitely let me know when that Ohio date shows up.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we will let you
Yeah.
know. We'll
When
send
get
it over.
figured out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. You take care, my friends, and enjoy the
You as
rest of your
well.
day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for having us.
All right, cheers.
See ya.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
I should have this up probably tonight, early tomorrow.
Right on.
Awesome.
Thank you
Awesome.
so
Thank
much.
you. Good.
You're
All right,
great.
thank you.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your day.
Thanks,
too.
Sean.
Well,
Appreciate
bye.
it.
See ya.
Bye.
Have a good one.